I asked, looking between the two of them. Would he ask me to take my clothes off? That might not be so bad. Amalia looked at me with scorn. No, dear. Just put your hands up on the wall right there and let Cal do his job. And mind the wallpaper. Holy crap, just like in the movies. I'm not really comfortable with this, Mrs. von Malsen. No, she cried. Please call me Amalia. Not the point, but okay. Amalia. She pressed her lips together and sniffed, clearly not used to being questioned. Lillian, please let Cal do his job so we can all go on about our day. I looked at Mr. Security, hoping for some solidarity. We were both just staff bitches, but the expression on his face didn't indicate he felt the same way. He gestured toward the wall with his chin, his lips pressed together sternly. Holy shit. What an ass. So I turned around and slapped my hands on Amalia's wallpaper, stepping my feet apart, just like they did on TV. And as he moved closer, I bent and pushed my ass out, hoping to innocently graze him. But he was too fast for me. He smoothed his hands over my hair, then my shoulders and down my back. He ran his hands over each of my arms and then my legs, squeezing lightly, then around my abdomen and just up to my underwire bra. Guess they don't feel the boobs. His hand skimmed my butt cheeks, and then he stopped. Is that it? I asked, trying to see him over my shoulder. Yes, he said. Thank you. Well, that was kind of lame, as pat downs go. Regaining my dignity, I whipped around, I guess a little too fast for security because I found my nose inches from his chest. Oh, excuse me, I said, stepping to the side. Security nodded at Amalia, then click-clicked down the hall to wherever he'd come from. Thanks, Cal, Amalia called after him in a dreamy voice. He turned and nodded. You're welcome, ma'am. Suck up. The smile on her face faded as she turned to me. Let's go to the kitchen. Welcome to the von Malsens. We passed through a sprawling living room with multiple seating areas reminiscent of a hotel lobby, and lots of cool, oversized paintings on the walls. Damn, Bibi had done an amazing job putting this place together. Guess that's why she was one of New York's top decorators. Your home is lovely, Amalia. She stopped so abruptly I almost plowed into her. It's the view that sold us, she announced, gesturing toward French doors that opened onto a terrace and city skyline beyond. I could see why. New York was a crazy place to be with its endless noise, smells, and throngs of different sorts of humanity. But a sanctuary like this would make for a whole different experience, especially compared to what I was used to. My apartment building had a permanent slight garbagey smell, which no amount of Lysol could cover up. The hallways were strewn like a minefield with bicycles and baby carriages people couldn't fit into their tiny apartments, and our views looked straight into the apartments across the alley, including that of one chubby guy who liked to clean naked. Coming home to this sort of Upper East Side, hermetically sealed perfection, where the only smell was of the roses on the dining table, and the only sounds were of classical music playing in a distant room, would wash away any discomforts the Big Apple might throw one's way. I could live in one of these vertical mansions, no problem. That's what Bibi called them. Vertical mansions. Have a seat, Amalia said, gesturing to a stool at the corner. The kitchen was no less impressive than anything else I'd seen so far, naturally, with its all-white tile and stainless appliances. Bibi did a really good job here, too. She told me the white and stainless look was an awful trend that would be tired in 5 years. Joke's on you, lady. Amalia returned from the fridge with 2 Diet Cokes. I hated Diet Coke. She did. Bibi's so very talented, Amalia said, nodding proudly like she'd discovered her. How do you know her? We met in yoga. She's my best friend. Amalia looked like she'd sucked a lemon. Oh, I thought you did cleaning for her. Crap. Was that the story Bibi had told her? Guess Amalia didn't like that her prestigious and very high-end interior designer had a friend who cleaned houses. But the truth was, I didn't really clean houses. I was just pretending to clean houses, temporarily, God willing. I'd just been let go from my crappy job at a daycare center, where they'd somehow intuited I couldn't stand.